What's up, guys and ladies? Welcome to the channel. We are obviously going to go over the markets. We'll go over whatever you guys want to go over to. Maybe we'll hang out in the chat, see what's up with you guys. Obviously, right now, as of the time of this, it's not a recording, the live stream, the Dow Jones is down a little over 3% at 1,298 points. S&P's down 212 at 3.7%. NASDAQ's down 849 at 4.83%. Pretty crushing, but does that mean it's going to go down forever? No, absolutely not. At the very least, we'll get some big bounces, but we got to find out where those bounces are going to be, right? Kudos to anybody that caught the Bitcoin shorts. Should still be in some pretty damn good profit. We will be checking out my trades because, as you guys know, before we talk about it, make sure you subscribe, tick the notification bell, smash that thumbs up. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. One of the biggest things, well, let's say 3 of the biggest things you can do as supporters of the channel and to help the channel out is, let's do 4. Subscribe, like, leave your comments or talk in the chat if you're watching live, and share the video. If you belong to any groups or just want to share it with friends or whatever, click the share button, share the video. It helps the channel out more than you will ever know. So anyways, I do appreciate each and every one of you guys, especially those that have been around forever, and welcome to everyone that's new to the channel. Polar Bear Man, YouTube notified me and you were already going a little delayed. Thanks, man, for the update. Right on, Polar Bear. What's up, Jeff Noob? Let's just go with the last name. Hussein, what's up? Jesse, got the thumbs up done. Howdy, folks. First day trading real money, and I'm stoked. Right on. I talked to Jesse in some emails. Congratulations, man. Just don't get overly excited. Be careful. I've shared my story many times when I first started trading years and years and years and years ago in penny stocks. I made a couple great trades. Everything was going good. I thought I was a master trader. I got lucky a lot, and then all of a sudden I literally lost everything. So don't do that. All right. What's up, Donna? How are you? Donna's been around for a long time. She actually started trading a few years ago. She talked about it a little bit this morning. Hussein done the same. Savvy, I need airdrop, please. What's up, Saru? Here's the dump. Mind-boggling that anyone thought the market would respond positively to the tariffs. It may still get a positive bump up, right? We don't know what's going on with the tariffs, but as you guys know, I like to look at markets as cycles, formations, structure. Really don't care about the news events and stuff. News events are usually just quick blips, right? But the markets usually tend to keep doing what they're gonna do anyways. Sticking to the basics, bro. Right on, Jesse. Support and resistance. That's as basic as it gets. Howdy from Dallas. What's up, Texas two-wheeler? All right, guys. For those of you in here that haven't done it yet, take a second out, smash the likes. If you're watching on your mobile, exit the chat for 1 second. The thumbs up button will appear in your bottom left. Hit it, and then open the chat back up, and you're good to go. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. Dow Jones, look at that. We almost hit my target. Still, you know what? Let me look at this trend line. I could have had the trend line a little off, maybe. Nope, I think we're good. So I think we got a little bit further to go, right? I've been looking for it to touch this trend line. So maybe tomorrow or today, we still have time today, at about 40,460, 40,465. We've had this here forever. And remember, if that breaks, then we're looking for that 38.9, but I think that's going to be later on. For those of you that have been watching the channel, you know that I'm looking at this as a ending 5th wave diagonal for the markets. There could be one more push up. I'm not saying there's not going to be, but as of right now, this ending 5th wave diagonal looks pretty dangerous. And if it does break, we got some pretty low lows coming. So what I did here is right here is like the dot-com bubble. If it was to drop as much as it did in the dot-com bubble, it would be about 28,194 for the Dow. If it was like the great financial crisis, that would be 20,700. And if it was like the Great Depression, we'd be looking at like 6,420. Now, again, we'll have to keep up on that. We trade the market, so it doesn't matter what it's doing right at this moment. But, I mean, for the long term, right? Let's look at the monthly. I did show you guys on the MACD and the monthly. We did have our crossover here, and that's pretty damn bearish, guys. Every time we have a monthly crossover, it gets ugly, right? It's getting ugly. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we're going to have a bounce. We're trying to figure out where the bounces are going to be. There's my S&P. Almost hit our target also. Is that good enough? Maybe. We'll see. But it did hit almost perfectly. If you guys have been watching the channel, you guys know that we've had these targets for a extremely long time. Now look at the 16,571. Boom, we nailed that on the NASDAQ. So what does that mean? Does that mean we start our bounce here? There's a good possibility, and will Bitcoin bounce with it? Another good possibility. We'll be keeping up on this daily. Amazing how all these hit. If you guys have been watching the channel, hit the thumbs up. Type in 1 if you've been watching these targets with me for months and now they're hitting. Hit a 1. Hit 2 if you're just new and just getting into it. Hit 3 if you FU savvy. Just out of curiosity. Great Depression fractal coming into fruition. Definitely a good possibility. I can throw that fractal up if people are interested right here. Again, this is no guarantee, guys. But looking at market structure, you cannot deny the similarities. And if you believe in market cycles, this is pretty telling. Again, we have to wait and see what happens. But just keep that in mind. That's a possibility, right? You don't want to be all in the markets at any given time. You don't want to be all out of the markets at any given time. Unless you're like me, I'm in cash. Other than trading, but I'm trading the markets. As a non-trader is what I'm talking about, being all in or all out of the markets, right? 3, thanks, Tattoo. I appreciate it. Having a good day, Tattoo. Buddha, mind-boggling to anyone. Oh, we already went over that. Me and you both. Fairway. Arsha. What did he say? Not sure. All right. So the more you guys chat, the more people enter the rooms. The more you guys share the video, the more people come in the rooms. I do appreciate it. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but just 2 weeks ago when everybody hated me, I was getting, 3,000 views per video, and now I'm getting like less than 1,000. It's really strange. You know why? Because YouTube don't want people to know what's coming. I really believe that. You don't think YouTube plays in them? I've seen this before. We seen this in 2020, the same exact things. I could not get 1,000 views to save my life on a video. And then the crash came, right? When I was warning everybody of it. Same type shit. What's up, Oscar? Number 1 before me, still waiting for your cell number for the Zelle payment. What? I don't understand what you're talking about, the Zelle payment. I seen your comment yesterday. I don't know what's up with that. As you are right. I think they just don't want people getting out of the markets, right? They don't want people to look at some obvious facts. But 92 viewers, 44 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get this to 100 likes. As soon as we get to 100 likes, and it shouldn't be hard, 100 likes, then I will take the charts of your choice and we'll go over them. But until then, we're going to sit here and chat. And if you don't like that, I guess we'll probably not get 100 likes because I'm here to bullshit with you guys also. But let's just keep an eye on these markets real quick. But it is playing out. All our targets have been smashing, and it takes time. Doesn't happen in a day, right? We've talked about this for a long time. We've had these targets for a long time. Man, this one's still got to go down a little bit more. But like I said, S&P almost hit that one too, and NASDAQ nailed its target. But if it breaks this, we're looking for that 1463. We do have room in the RSI. It's definitely a possibility here, but I'm expecting a bounce probably for all the markets here within the next couple days, if not the end of the day today. Same crap patterns, Jeff Noob said. Florida attorney, what's up, man? Getting your little medication on this morning? Like smash. Too bad I can only do it once. Right on. The DXY. Yeah, the DXY is getting destroyed. We will look at that. But remember, we need 100 likes, guys. We got 58. Get to 100 likes, and we will go over the charts of your choices. This is gold. Gold had a nice little pullback with the markets. Remember, I've always said when the markets come down, gold and silver also come down with it in a big way. Nvidia is getting crushed. You guys that are in the Discord, I put this in there a long time ago. So our next spot for Nvidia is this 86, and if that falls, then we're pretty much in that bear market. And we can expect anywhere from 10 to 30 bucks, in my opinion. But let's take a let's say it went down right here, right? For shits and giggles. I love saying shits and giggles in case you guys haven't noticed. Woo, that'd be like 10 bucks. Definitely possible, guys. Like I said, I believe all these markets are going to go back to at least 2020 levels. Erase all the bullshit that happened, right? Just got here, smash the thumbs up. What's up, Senator Biscuits? Oh, the DXY. Guys, I have a horrible attention span, so you got to remind me shit sometimes. So right there is what we were looking for, right? The 102. We got down a little bit lower and bounced, but right here is going to obviously be an important support that needs to hold, right? But if you look at the big picture, everybody's acting like this is so low for the dollar. But if you look back here, guys, we're still way up, way up. The dollar, you know what the DXY is? It's a dollar compared to a basket of other currencies, right? Euro, a yen, all that shit's in there, a bunch of them. But as you can see, we've been much lower than this, guys. And where were we at in the market crashed? When the market crashed in 21? Oh, we were low as hell. The market crashed. We stayed low as hell, right? And then it finally started coming up at the end of the, 2022. So, but look at where we're at, guys. We're still way up here. They're acting like the dollar's dead. The dollar ain't going nowhere. Probably in my lifetime. Maybe, depending on how long I live, but it's going to take decades before the dollar actually disappears like people think it's going to, and there's no guarantee it's going to, in my opinion. YouTube does not like truths. I believe so. 65 likes, 99 viewers. We can't even get over 100 viewers. See, there's something strange about that. We keep at 100 viewers, keep at 1,000 views. That is the weirdest shit ever. I did start posting this all on Twitter also. So if you're watching on Twitter, if you don't mind coming over to YouTube, that way you can smash the likes and help get this video pushed out. If you want to watch on Twitter, that's fine too. Some people are just want to watch on Twitter, I guess. But anyways, this is the area we really need to watch. If you guys remember back here when we broke out of here, and I'm sure you do if you've been with the channel, we had this measured move of where it broke right up to 109, and we got a little above it. We hit 110, but boom, we should have knew that was the top there. Could this be a big A, B, and now we get a C down to the 97 level? That's a good possibility. Let me go ahead and move this down there to where we could possibly be going. Obviously, no guarantees, but it could go as low as that, I suppose. Would be a good area. If you look over here, there's a lot of confluence also. That would be basically a one-to-one extension, maybe. Let me put this on there. So let's use our fibs. We're going to pull out our fib extension, right? We're going to go from this high over here, right? We're going to go to this low for B. This would be A, right? Down to that low. And then B over here to this high. And the one-to-one extension actually, oh shit, didn't mean to move that. Actually would go a lot lower than that. The one-to-one extension there would be all the way down to 95, which also, you can see the confluence here. Definitely a possibility. Let's keep a close eye on that over the coming weeks. But as of right now, here is our 10-year yield, it did break the trend line. Are we getting back above it? No, not yet. So the measured move of the break of this head and shoulders is all the way down to 3.4. Will that happen? Time is going to tell. We'll see what happens here. Baron the Boss Lady, what's up, brother? I seen you dragging wood out of the woods yesterday, or was that 2 days ago on your side-by-side? Watch for a little bit. I kept trying to tell you, I know a guy that has some mini excavators and mini skid steers for sale, but you kept looking at it at the wrong time. Underground metals, that is weird. Yeah, it's totally weird. Are they listening and now they let it the current viewers get up to 121? Thank you, YouTube, for giving me an extra 21. I do appreciate you guys. Don't take this as a negative at all. All right, so dollar goes down, stock goes up. Not necessarily, not in a real crash, right? Financial crisis, that's not what happened. Either way, I do believe we could be seeing something like that. But what happened after that? Some of the greatest times ever for the country. It took a long time to get its footing back. But if you bought the bottom of those markets, you made money the rest of your life. But the people that were at the top, they never even came close to getting their money back, if you know what I mean, right? It took 40 years for it to get back to those highs. So a lot of people got crushed, and that's why people were jumping out of windows when the crash happened. Do I think people are going to jump out of windows this time? Probably not. There will probably be some pretty harsh stories if it happens, but I don't think people are going to be jumping out of the windows in Wall Street. Maybe. We'll see. I hope not. I'm going to have to call you. Right on. Prices just went up because tariffs are way up. No, I'm just joking. I had it when tariffs were still pretty low. I was buying containers from overseas of mini excavators and started a company doing that. I did a few containers. Now I think I'm going to be done with that just because of the tariffs, and too many people got into it. Only if they are in Russia. I don't understand what in the Russia thing was. We almost got our 76. We got 76 likes, guys. We only need 100 likes, and we can go over whatever stocks or crypto you guys want to go over. We'll start taking tickers. Again, if you're watching this on your mobile, all you have to do is exit the chat for a second. Just below the video on the left, you'll see a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. The heart button and stuff, I don't think does anything for this. All right, you guys want to see my trades before we get into any? Let's see where they're at. Are we at a win or are we at a loss? We're up 12,000 still on our Prime XBT trades. I do have my stops in profit. I put my stops at 83.8, which it'll be about $5,000 profit if I get stopped out. Otherwise, I'm going to keep riding this down and keep moving my stops down. I could actually move them down a little right now. I like to stay above the 8 EMA, which is the red mark right here, but we'll stick where it's at. No matter what, it's already a one trade. Same thing with the BITUNIX trade. We're up 452%. Can you guys see that on the screen? Yeah. 452%. This was a small trade. Remember, I was in a trade yesterday, got stopped out, got back in only with 250 bucks. I got back in this trade, and it is up 1,147 bucks as of right now. If I get stopped out, I'm still at like a $500 game. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I put my stops in the same place on this trade here. Remember, guys, this is the bullish case. If we don't break this low, could we go to new all-time highs? If the markets rally from here, it is definitely a possibility. Not saying it's not, but I think unless these EMAs are broke right here, and I've been showing you this for a long time, I believe this should hold. We should have seen our high here. We should break this if it plays out like this, right? We got our 55 down here, our 8, our 13, our 21 up top right here, right? We had our high, our higher high, and then our high, our lower high beneath, which is bearish divergence. Same thing we had here, guys. This is a weekly chart. This is big moves. We've been talking about this for a while. 80 freaking likes. Come on. I know you can do it. I know you can get to 100 likes. We got to get to 100 likes. All right, let's do something for the chat to get you guys hitting some. Everybody just hit one. Everybody just go through, hit one real quick. Make this chat scroll fast. Maybe they'll push the video out, and maybe we can get up to 100 likes. We only need 19 more. We just bought a used Genie S40 high lift for $5,000. There's deals everywhere. Right. Those deals might disappear now. So be careful. Thank you for hitting one. Look at all these ones. You guys freaking rock. That's awesome. I think we're doomed to stay at the 81 to 87 range for the rest of the time. It's possible. It's possible. Anything's possible. We've seen some weird shit in the markets. Hey, one. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's nice to see that many of you actually responding and, you know, getting in on stuff. Donna, Stone Fox, Tattoo, Senator Biscuits, Colin. Man, a lot of you in here. A lot of people that have been around for a long time. It's good to see you guys in here. I know I didn't do live streams for years. It's probably been 2 years, and I just started them up a couple weeks ago. And I'm not even sure I'm keeping the times, right? We're kind of testing this out where I'll do my short morning updates. Market updates Monday through Friday before market open. Them come out, so make sure you have your notification bell ticked. It'll notify you when my videos come out. And then at noon, we'll have our lives. See how that works for a while. If everyone likes it and continues to pop in, we're going to keep doing it this way. If not, we'll have to figure something else out. Members live streams are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, at least 2 a week. Sometimes weeks I might only get one. I'm going to try to get one in tonight, but I need to get this basement finished. I need to finish painting this stupid basement, so I got to get on that. So I'm going to try tonight, but we'll see how the basement stuff goes. I got to move everything to one side now and paint a different side. I've got, like I said, it's 2,500 square foot, the basement itself. I maybe got 400 square foot of it painted, 500 maybe square foot. I got a lot to do, but I got so much shit down there. I got to keep moving shit back and forth. And then once that's painted, we can get the walls up and do everything else. Were any of you in here? Hit one if you were watching on TikTok, and I think I was doing it on TikTok. I don't remember if I was doing a lot on Twitter or anything else, but let me know if you guys watched my house getting built. That was right around the time I was getting burnt out from making videos constantly and started really slowing down after the house was built. But like I said, now I'm back in. I had my little hiatus for 1.5 years, some rest. Faraway said, or Far Away said, I'm with you for 4 years. Right on. Donna's been around. I thought Thumbs Up was the savior. I thought Trump was the savior. Who said that? Like I said, until there's some arrests made and some high up politicians and things go to jail for all this corruption they found, until then, I don't believe shit until some people pay for it. And unless that happens, it's just going to continue happening because they don't have to worry about anything happening to them. Hit one if you believe with that. Or no, wait. Hit 5 if you think the same way as I do on that. It's pretty crazy. We got 86 likes, guys. We're trying to get to 100 so we can go over the charts of your choice. Yeah, that was awesome to watch. I need to figure out how to stop being a tire tech. Bitcoin Shellback, what's up? I was tire tech. Who's this Bitcoin Shellback? Do I know you? And where are you a tire tech at? I was in OTR tire business my whole life. CDs, BED. 5. Right on. So I'm not the only person that thinks like this. I mean, kudos to them finding all that stuff, right? But it's kind of unbelievable if nobody's getting in trouble for it, and it'll never freaking stop. I know you are, Bear. Bitcoin Shellback. I don't know who this is. He's not answering me now. Must have rolled out already. 91 likes. We only need 9 more likes, guys, and we can look at some charts. Let's look at this, though, real quick. This is where my target is for now. Will it hit? Maybe, maybe not, but Really, really watching this area. We tried to get below this, but now we have closed above. So are we going to get another? This is just a bunch of wick out crap. I remember TA on the 2017 coin of the future. Hell, I forgot the name. 2017. Oh, hey Savvy, your code at Prime XP is not working. Prime XPT is not working. Atin, if my code isn't working, okay, let's go over this real quick. We have 94 likes. We still got to get to 100. So if you just signed up to my account, you don't need to put the code in, right? But if you've had it signed up under my account, you go to promo codes and put the code in and you get your 100% deposit bonus. Now, if you're signed up under, not under my link, you have to be signed up under my link. If you're not under my link, it won't work. So you might have to delete your account, and you can talk to customer service. They might be able to switch it over for you. But unless you're under my account, that will not work. You have to be under my link. We went through this in the Discord. I did not know that when I started putting it out there. Somebody in Discord went through it, and then they went to customer service. They helped them shut down their account, open the new account, and then you can get it. But this is a deal just for my followers, right? It's specifically for my followers. Nobody else is doing this, just my followers. It's like the 7th landing in hell. I remember. Okay. Oh, the 2017 coin, Jeff. What the hell was that? I remember. I can't think of what it was, though. And the dude just disappeared after starting it and going off. Donna said, smash the likes, please. We have 97 likes. We need 100 likes. And do you guys not see this? That we stay right at 100 viewers? It's so crazy. Like, in this video, we'll stay at 1,000 views, right? When it's all said and done tomorrow. It's the weirdest shit ever. If you tell me YouTube isn't doing this on purpose, it's crazy. Because, like I said, just a month ago, my videos, I would put 1 or 2 out a week, and it would get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. Now, I just can't get over 1,000 views, and can't get over right around 100 live viewers. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. I do all commercial and OTR. All right. Bitcoin. I've been watching for a few years now in North Carolina. Well, if you like OTR, I can get you a good paying job out here. So let me know. My nephew is currently in charge of the store I built in the Toledo, Ohio area. And they're always looking for people. Greg, it was so funny to hear you read that off about the 7th landing. Reading live suck, and we got over 100 likes. That's awesome. You guys freaking rock. Now we get to look at the charts of your choice. Remember, when the coffee's gone, I'm gone. Let's take a quick look at what the markets are doing as a whole right now. Still down a little over 1,100 points on the Dow. S&P down just under 200. NASDAQ down just under 800 points. Right. I'm in 3 likes. Code shows invalid code. Yeah, it's not invalid. Put capital C AVY 100. That is the code. And again, if you're still having issues, go to customer support and you're not under my link. It will show invalid if you're not signed up under my link. Travis, yeah, nice guy with the company. He's a good dude, man. Gold, please. Donna's always wanting to see that gold chart, and my gold chart never changes. Still looking for this 5th wave to be ended. Now, if we can stay above this 30,086, I see us getting up to 32.9. We've had that target for probably about a year, and that would be a huge extended 5th wave of the 5th wave right here, right? So we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a giant parabolic cycle. And we have our parabola here, so that's another thing you can watch. If we start going sideways into the parabola, watch it break that parabola and see where it goes from there. I'm the only channel glitching. Haven't seen this happen before. Dude, it's so weird. So weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. YouTube is not being nice to me. YouTube's not playing nice, so I apologize for that. But that's what I'm looking for gold. And like I said, here are your retracement levels for gold, right? Actually, they're going to be up higher because we are higher. But if we were to correct from here, which I think we can go all the way up, we're just going to do it from all the way up top. So this would be where I would see gold going possibly at 14.5. I can see it going obviously even lower than that. Let's raise this up to where that actual price is right now. Get this out of the way. And we'll look at our golden pocket. That's right around 1,200, right in this area would be your golden pocket, right? So your absolute lowest would be around 720. I can remember gold not long ago. Remember, I'm not a young guy, but not long ago was $800. Let's see, 2018. No, that would have been actually 08. Yeah, I noticed the buffering glitch also. Neither do I. I put other accounts. I smashed the likes, but I still see 75. There's 109 likes now and 116 current viewers. I may just quit. Maybe if I try not streaming on Twitter at the same time, let me try that or adjust some settings. I don't know. But either way, even if it's glitchy, YouTube is not giving me the views that I normally get. Period. There's no way I would believe that. Different World said the time is now. Land of connected culture. Time is now. All right, 108 likes. Yes, there is 111 likes showing on my end. Did Bitcoin just finish the ABC and going back down, or am I messing up? Jesse. I'm not sure. See, it's saying right now the audio streams bitrate 0 is lower than recommended bitrate. I don't know why it's doing this. Never have I had these issues before, and it gets so freaking frustrating, guys. I do apologize. But pull up. Let me know what charts you guys want to look at, what altcoins or stocks. So put the ticker in and put either it's a stock or an altcoin or what it is, so I'm not mixing them up because some stocks have the same tickers as altcoins. So let me know. The Bitcoin just finished the ABC and is going back down. Not sure what you're talking about or what time frame you're talking about there, Jesse. Talking about this ABC, this ABC. I don't know what ABC you're talking about or what time frame, bud. PM stock. All right, let's go over to our poop coin chart. Where's it at? Right there. PM. It's a stock. Philip Morris. Woo! Look at that. What's up with Philip? Why is he pumping so hard? That's crazy. A lot of people going back to smoking, or what are they into now? This is the weekly. This does look like it's about over. Let me see. This actually, let's go from the low to the high to the low. Now, what I did here is using my Fibonacci extension, going from this low to this high to this low, and it brings me to here. So we've passed the 1-to-1 extension. Your next two targets on this are still pretty high, man. This is your first next target, 172. That's your 1.272 fib. And if it breaks that, could go up to the 203. Man, that's a pretty crazy looking chart. Let me see something. And this is the weekly, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, if we draw a trend line off of here from the get, and watch, I'm probably doing the wrong chart for you, but this is pretty damn interesting. So yeah. Check BTC. We've already been going over Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I think this is our next target for Bitcoin to see a decent bounce, 79,274. We'll see how that happens. Like I said, I showed you guys in the beginning where my trades are, where my stops are. If you didn't see it, you can see it in the beginning of there. Philip Moore is doing okay today. Yeah. Oh, let's do it in the daily. We'll take a look at that in the daily. That was the weekly chart, but looked pretty crazy in the weekly. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, still doing pretty good. Still doing pretty good. And you look at it, how it pays attention to these fibs, right? Amazing. So right here, 172, that's the next area I look for. Solana. Of course. Solana. Let's find our Coinbase dollar right there. So, as you guys know, here's our Solana target. We've had this target for about 2 months now. Probably more than 2 months, the beginning of the year-ish. But 27 bucks, I'm still looking for that. We finally fell out of our flag here. We'll see how it goes. Really might be showing some bullish divergence here, so we may get a bounce soon. Again, that applies to all markets, but nevertheless, we broke out of this rising channel, and our measured move of that is 27. We'll see what happens. If you look over here, that puts us right back to where we were in 2020, just like everything else. Even though this didn't come out till 2021, but you know what I'm saying. Solana, it'll dump tomorrow like Newsmax pump. I remember when a quarter cost was equal to a quarter cost of gold. Quarter cost, a quarter of what? I remember when cocaine, an ounce of cocaine stayed with the price of gold, and it may still do that. I don't know, but it used to do that back in the when I was keeping an eye on it, the end of the late 90s, early 2000s. What's up, Alexandra? All right, UNH. Let's pull up UNH. Stock. United Health Group. All right. Getting a pump also, but showing some major divergence here. So I would be very careful. It does look like it's got another leg down. This does look like it had 5 waves. We could see this pull down back down to the 500 level, maybe bounce back up into the 577 level. But right now on the daily, we got to see where this closes, but it's definitely looking like it's ready to come down, at least for a 50% correction. Let's take a look at that. Go look at a 50% correction. I don't see this going up much higher, honestly. Your 50% correction would be 493. Your golden pocket area would be about 480. That is what it's looking like to me. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this RSI is getting pretty high. Let's look at it on the weekly just to get a bigger picture. I'm thinking that you're probably not day trading this, although you could be, I guess. But yeah, it is. Let's see where this closes. If this closes below these highs over here this week, that's going to show some major bearish divergence with one more rollover to the downside. An 8-ball of Coke used to go for $3.50. An 8-ball, yeah, I'm talking about ounce. Could you look at, and YouTube will probably cut me off for talking about cocaine. Like, I haven't touched cocaine in so freaking long. As most of you know that watch this, I am an ex-drug addict, alcoholic. So, putting it out there, I have nothing to hide. And you look at EOG resources. Let's look at EOG resources. Guys, you can still smash likes. Just because we got to 100 don't mean stop smashing them. If you haven't hit the lights yet, please hit the lights. Here it is. Ooh, this is looking like an interesting chart. This is the weekly. The weekly is not looking too great. Let's go to the daily. Obviously, we're just at ranging right now. Simple range. All right, this is pretty much how I would look at it if I was into this chart. And again, this is just a quick look. I don't obviously, every chart usually has its own personality, if that makes sense to you. And the stuff I'm pulling up, I'm not used to, but this is what I would look for here. Honestly, simple as this. And the simplest things work the best in trading. It's the weirdest shit. So basically, I'm going to give you a bullish and a bearish target on this bad boy. There's your bullish target. If it breaks 114, it has to break 114, and then I would be confident to say it's most likely going to go down here. Keep your stops above the center of the triangle, right? If you were playing this. And then if it came to break up, your target's going to be, it would have to break the, say, 137 area. And then your upside target for this would be, that's if it played out technically, right? Could do what Bitcoin did. Could get a wick and then come down. A lot of times you'll see fake outs on this stuff. That's what I'm looking at there. And let's take a look. I don't understand RSI properly. Could you go quickly through the RSI of BTC and see if we expanding a pump short term? If so, what's the targets? Javier, I'm glad you asked that, but I'm not going to go over that during this live. If you want to get into that stuff, hit the join button. We actually just did a members video on some RSI stuff. So that type of detail stuff I don't just do on a live stream. I'm just kind of whipping up charts and looking at them for you guys here and giving you my, obviously none of this is financial advice. I'm giving you my opinion on this stuff of where I see it's going. Tattoo Destroyer said I love moonshine. YFI. All right, let's take a look at YFI. Are you talking about the crypto? Oh, your finance. I think you're talking about crypto there. So let's look at it on BitFinex. Horrible. I've got nothing to say. If it doesn't bounce here, it's horrible. Period. It is showing some possible bullish divergence here. You may get a bounce, but each one of these bounces I think is going to be less and less. So I don't know. This is kind of a crazy chart. Algo. I think we went over Algo last week or the week before. I think some people had me pull it up. Yeah. So this is my target for Algo. Still my target around that 104. Let's see. 104, or we have this target here also from where we broke this. Go zoom in a little bit. I don't know where I got the 104, but as of right now, we finally broke here. And my target for that, actually, I'm going to move it up. I don't know why that was way down there. I had it all drawn out. I don't know why it changed. But that's what I would be looking for. This target and your first target here is going to be, these are going to be your two targets, right? Right there and right there. Let me, and of course, this is all going to depend on where the traditional markets end up, right? People need to understand that traditional markets can totally turn these assets around quickly. Apple. Let's look at Apple. Woo, look at that gap. Probably fill this gap at some point here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like this may have been the fifth wave. Come back up. We'll see what happens here. Let's throw the Fibonacci retracements on here. This is the daily chart on Apple. You guys know. Man, it got hit pretty hard, didn't it? 1-to-1 extension was here, so it looks like Apple has a little bit further down to go. I would be looking for Apple to come back down to this level here, retest, see if it can hold that 197, 198 range. If it can, that would be where I'd expect a bounce. Otherwise, if it can get back above this 209, may have a nice bounce up to, 217 to 220. Remember, guys, things are going to bounce. but it's definitely looking like it might have one more push down. If we pull up the RSI, you can look for stuff in the RSI too, guys. Some people don't think so, but definitely works. I've done it for years. We could come all the way back down to here with the RSI, which isn't abnormal, right? Hit that 20 range, which would probably get us to that 197, maybe even a little bit lower to the 1618, which would be 183. But there's Apple. Damn, so was BitBoy Crypto. Be careful. So was BitBoy Crypto what? 125 likes. Thanks, guys. Keep smashing them. Neuro. Oh, so was he recovering at it? Yeah, but come on, it's BitBoy you're talking about. Check him out. Can you check out the algo chart? We did that. What do you think of QT? QT. Is this QT? Is this what you're talking about? Global X? Order? No, that's not what you're talking about. It. Are you talking about quantitative tightening? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about this? What are you talking about? You got to tell me next to it. All right. All right, guys. The coffee is almost gone. Therefore, I am almost gone. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You're kind of slacking on telling me what to look at here. So, what's going on with BitBoy? Long time didn't see any video from him. He just went back to jail, I guess, supposedly from threatening a judge and stuff, but he has a lot of court cases against him. Mr. Wonderful's actually got a lawsuit on him also for like $75,000 for defamation or something. But yeah, he's in jail. I asked people if they thought it'd be a good idea if I found out when his next court date was. And let me explain this. So he used to do that, right? So when SBF got busted and all that and got in trouble, he was making a big deal of it on his channel and going to make reports on it and going to the jail hearings and all that stuff. Should I do that? Should I find out when his is and go to it and maybe live stream it like he used to do? I mean, it would be called karma, but would that make me a bad person for doing it? That's the only issue. Poet, can you take a look? Yeah, I can take a look real quick. Let's get back over to my shitcoins chart. Poet, what is it? Poet Technologies. Man, all these charts look the same. Be extremely careful. We could look at this on the daily, right? That's what we're looking at it on. And it shows that we could have further down to go. This I would look for. Okay, so if you get back above here, and that's going to be around $5, you get back above 5 and hold support, I think you're going to be okay. Otherwise, this could be going down to, throw a target on here, about 4 cents. What is this? Poet Technologies. What do they do? What's Poet do? Do they claim to be AI or something? Rode the AI wave? That's kind of what this... Actually, it's about 15 cents. I was wrong on the 4 cents. Man, that'd be pretty harsh. But it's definitely got room to do it, so I would be careful in there. That's not me. Remember when BitBoy used to talk shit about your bearish takes? Yes, I do. Colin said don't bother. Probably an AI. That's what I'm thinking. It looks like an AI play that just fizzling out. Like it started fizzling out over here, and then the AI bandwagon, it jumped on, right? And it's falling off. I don't know. See? Man, we had 488 views at saying there's 105 people watching and 132 likes. YouTube's not making sense to me. I mean, I get it. I don't pay to get followers like a lot of these guys. I don't pay somebody to edit my videos. I feel no reason. I want this to be a real channel with me being real, not scripted. And if you want scripted, let me know. Maybe I'll make some scripted shit, but I don't know. I prefer being human. Kind of fun. They are energy management for AI. Yeah, so basically they jumped on the AI hype to try to get some shit pumped in there, kind of like MicroStrategies. Let's take a look at MicroStrategy. This thing, here's my targets. They still remain the same. I actually see it going back down to like literally under 10 bucks. If not just wither away and become the penny stock that it really is. Garbage. Right on, rip. TRX. Okay, as long as you guys have got some more. I got a little bit of coffee left, so we can do a little bit more. Where's Bitcoin? It's still lingering down. All right, so let's do, what did you say? TRX? TRX gold? Or are you talking, is it a shit coin? On the New York Stock Exchange, TRX gold? Is this a gold mining company or what? It looks like it's teetering on disaster. Let's see. Looks like it's flagging out here, man. Is this it? TRX is Tron. Oh, you're talking about crypto, Tron. Oh. Look at Tron on the scam exchange in the world, Binance. Doing what it does, pump and dump. It definitely looks like it's flagging out here for a huge downside. It's even made some hidden bearish divergence here on the daily. Yes, hidden bearish divergence here that's playing out right now. This thing doesn't look good. That looks like a horrible. This could be it might make a B up here and then a C down. I don't know. It's pretty ugly. I mean, just be basic with it right here, right? Here's what I'd look at. I just look for one of these to break one way or the other, right? Or let me see something. Could be this too. It could be coming all the way down to here. Let's see. Let's put a trend line on here. Go from the highest point of the wedge. So if it was to break up, you'd be looking for about 32 cents, 33 cents, somewhere in this range. And if it breaks down, it would have to break below the 21 cents. If it did, you got two targets there. You're somewhere around in here. And then you got another one somewhere around in here. That's what I'd be looking for. Continue to be you. Fake is temporary, real is forever. Right on. Savvy don't like MicroStrategy. I don't like the scammer that is in charge of MicroStrategy, right? You can clearly see what he's doing. You can clearly see he's a con. You can clearly think that he's not buying none of this Bitcoin himself, right? He's probably playing Bitcoin on the side, right? With his own personal shit. But he's using the investors' money to pump it and borrow money towards the company and all that. It's not going to hurt him personally, right? He played the same shit in the dot-com bubble, and he dumped all his personal stock on the idiots that believed him that time. All right, you got me on the freaking MicroStrategy thing I'm going to show you, right? So this is MicroStrategy for you. Let's go into the 3-day chart, right? Dot-com bubble right over here. What'd he do? He dumped the shit out of his stocks that he got pumped to 350, 400 bucks a piece, all the way down to $2. Then he bought all his stock back, and then he was like, oh, suckers, Bitcoin. I'll do the same fucking thing. I'll borrow a shitload of money, buy Bitcoin, and make my people invest in my company, and my shares go up, and then I can dump the shit out of them. That's all he does. That's all he's doing. Period. All right. I'm over that now. Got that out of my system. We're up 14,100 on this trade. We are up almost 500% on this trade. Pretty nice. And one thing I've noticed is a lot of the haters have just disappeared, because before I didn't like to show my trades because I don't want people to follow my trades blindly, which I still don't, right? Because I lose trades too. You might follow the losing trade. So what I'm doing is showing people that it's possible to make money trading, right? That's why I'm showing my trades. And now that people are seeing my trades and seeing they're profitable, they shut the fuck up and quit talking shit. Loser, whiny ass, crybaby, fucking trolls. They're gone. It's awesome. I should have started showing these a long time ago. And again, guys, don't follow my trades. You might lose. I'm just showing you and being transparent with my trades that I actually trade. So I show you when I get in them, when I move stops, when I get out, whether it's winning or losing. I don't wait until it's over and only show and not show you my losing trades, because I didn't show you I entered, so I don't have to show you I lost. And, you know, that's what these other guys do. I know this for a fact. Fuck. And I'd be willing to day trade against any one of these motherfuckers, even though I hate day trading. But do a little competition for a few hours. All right, I got a little too stirred up there, guys. I apologize. I regress. Back. It just annoys me. Things annoy me. I'm old, man. I get annoyed easy, especially by foolish idiots. Oh, man. Sometimes I just cannot control myself. I've worked on that for years, and just maybe I've gotten better, but I'm not that good at it. What's up, little Nippy? Harmonic Psycho said, "Oh, yeah, I'm one today." It's this fucking coffee, man. I drink coffee a little later now, and then when I do this stream at noon, I drink coffee, and usually I don't drink coffee at noon, so I'm getting fired the hell up drinking a shitload of coffee. Jeff Noob said at 49, you hate everyone. Thanks, Alexandra. I like you as a person. Well, what if you like me and then you put as a person? So do you not like me as something else? Donna said, breathe. Grumpy Old Men was a good movie, right on. As I remember, you didn't had patience. Didn't have patience, you mean? Great character. Thank you. Just honest, man. I try to be honest, right? Okay. Coffee's about done, guys. I hope you guys had a good time listening to me rant, and I hope we had a good time going over the chart. Oh, Polar Bear Man said MBIO. Let's look at that real quick. Sorry, I didn't see that. MBIO. I'm not seeing an MBIO. Is it MBLO? No, not see. Oh, I got it in crypto. My bad. Stocks. All right, Mustang back. Jesus, are you serious? I mean, it's showing hidden bearish divergence at on its deathbed. Well, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, but I could be wrong. They could come out tomorrow and say they are a tariff company, right? And shoot up. So I don't know. That's an ugly stock, though. Sorry. Rare. Take a look before you go. Rare. Oh, you guys are gonna keep me going now. Every time I go, nobody says shit, and then when it's time to go, then they want to look at their charts. All right, give me another thing to bitch about. Oh, rare. This looks like it's probably ready to bounce here. Uh, hopefully, if it doesn't bounce here, it's in major trouble. So if we go off these lows, right? But it is showing some bullish divergence, right? A little bit of bullish divergence right here. Right here. Definitely looking for a bounce. So right here is worst case scenario, I believe. From a quick look. Remember, guys, I'm just looking at these. I don't even know what the hell this is. 27 bucks. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario for now, right? In the coming days or weeks, come up and retest this 46 level, the center here. That's what I'd be looking for. Let's zoom in a little bit and get down to the nitty gritty, right? This actually, I clone that and it lines up. Oh shit. Looks like might be getting a little bounce here. If it breaks the $37 range, I'd be looking for this range here, which would line up with our 200 EMA. On this, put it down. So right there, about 42 bucks. Definitely possible if it breaks at 37. You know, you could be in a long here, put your stops below this trend line. But again, I don't know this stock, don't know what it is. Pharmaceutical, but I don't know what they make or what drugs or whatever. Maybe they make an AI brain drug. Who knows? Oh, it's a crypto. Shit. You didn't say that. All right. Well, anyone looking at rare pharmaceutical, there you go. Looks like it had obviously a little pump here. I would say that it's probably going to continue down for one more move to the downside. You're probably going to test the lows again. I would look for it to test that low. Don't know what this is, but it's looking pretty bad, actually. Maybe it can get up to that 10 cents again. It's possible. Hit that trend line again, but I would not count on it 100%. Oh, man. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and call it a fart coin. Maybe next time. I said it at the beginning, Hussein. My stop losses currently are at 30. Let me get over here and tell you. 83.8, but they're all in profit. I think this one will be about a $5,000 gain if I get stopped out. Right now it's about 14,000. This one will be about 700 bucks. Right now it's at about 1240. So that's where I'm at, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys loved the channel, don't forget, smash the thumbs up. If you hated the channel, smash the thumbs up. Leave your comments below if you've watched this after the live. Even if you watched it live, click back on it. Leave a comment below. Guys, that helps out. And YouTube is definitely doing some weird shit right now, so comment the hell out of it. Smash the like, share the video. I'll catch you in the next one.